Hardy's lads, welcome back to the channel and onto a new series in the channel where we're going to be playing Crusader Kings 3, a slightly modded version of it, affecting parts of Ireland and Britain and some other places, I think. It's called the Tip Volume 2 mod, and I'll leave links to that in the description, and also to the guy whose suggestions made it possible that this mod was created, Maniacal Incorporated, who did the first series on this mod. I think it's the only other series on YouTube currently of this mod. But basically what it does is it changes up Ireland quite a bit in Crusader Kings 3, and as I said, Britain as well. So parts of Wales, the names of certain kingdoms like Northumbria here. It also adds like 2 times more petty kingdoms in Ireland that there was in base game, and fixes a lot of the names and whatnot. So you'll notice that Connacht is split into 2. Munster has a lot more parts to it. The Jesruin have been split into 2, into Loch Lane and then Jesruin here. Ormond has been changed into Urvuin. Tuavun is there, and Osraja is there instead of Ossory. And there's a couple other changes and whatnot, like Kildare and the Ifalga and all that jazz. But we are going to be playing as Conaill, another new addition because of this mod. So playing as my homeland of Donegal. And yeah, we're going to be trying to unite Ulster under the banner of the Conaill, the Conaill dynasty, and trying to unite Ireland eventually. It's going to be good. Hopefully we're going to have fun. Now, the Conaill starting point, as I tried playing last night, just to get the feel of it, and at least whenever I played it once before, I didn't last 20 minutes, because it's probably one of the hardest starting points I've had so far in a Crusader Kings 3 campaign. Or maybe it was just bad luck, I don't know. I had like no counselor positions, and I died of sickness 20 minutes in. My kingdom got split, blah blah blah. But hopefully we'll have better luck today. So we're going to start and play. Another thing that this mod adds or changes is the way insular Christianity works. I don't know all the changes really, so I'm not going to bother explaining too much, but it changes quite a lot as I've been told or been made aware of, compared to base game. For example, we can now have battle. We can have knight bishops. Bishops can be recruited into our army and whatnot, so that's kind of cool. So it looks like we have better luck in this campaign with our counselors. As I said, whenever I tried playing before, it was kind of a mess. 2 of my counselor positions were missing, but it looks like we're having better luck this time with that. We're not going to bother with that for right now, though. We are going to choose a lifestyle. It looks like we've gone down the intrigue lifestyle, and quite far down the seducer branch. Interesting. So I guess we're going to go for temptation. And hang on. I think we'll go down the intimidation focus, because once we nearly finish this, we're going to go down the torture branch, I think, or maybe the Shemer branch. I'm not too sure. We'll have a look, but this one seems the best for me right now. We also need to be married. Now, we do have one heir to the throne, Muel Brishal Macmuel Dord Uanil. Very long name. So he's only 2 years old. So at least we have an heir to the throne, I guess. Let's try get some alliances in the bag now. Since we are insularists, we have polygamy, which means we have the capacity to have more than one wife. In fact, we can have 4 wives. So that's extremely handy. We can have at least 4 alliances going on at once. Then depending on how many children we have, of course, we can have a bunch of alliances there. So who is looking to be a good fit for us? Anjou, perhaps? Alright, we're going to go and get in alliance with the county of Wulp. Then we're going to try and get some secondary spouses. This woman has a bunch of useful claims in France and even Italy and East France. Wow. Burgundy, East Francia, Italy, West Francia. Interesting. So we're going to marry her, hopefully. Canterbury, I think that's. Oh no, I think I'm wrong. We may as well get an alliance with the Isle of Man. They're rather close and they have, a good starting position in troops. So we're going to marry this woman. Seems to be we're marrying a bunch of warrior women, which is good for us. We're not endorsed by our bishop, so we're going to have to sway her. Start doing that. We can declare a bunch of wars. Let's see here. So we're going to, of course, go for light footmen. A useful skirmish unit. We're going to spend a bunch of prestige on armored footmen here. And then, last but not least, bowmen, which is going to knock down our prestige to 70 and will also be hemorrhaging prestige monthly, but it's fine. And then I think for our last spouse, we're going to go ahead and get allied with Cantabria. Perhaps Ravun, actually. Seems pretty good. Maybe. Yeah, we'll marry ourselves with an Irish clan. Why not? They're closer to home and they can provide pretty good numbers off the bat. So we'll marry Sheila. Wonderful. Okay, so it looks like we have a better starting position than, of course, I did, as I said, playing last time. But I think we're not going to mention that too much now. We also start with plenty of knights, which is grand. I might recruit this man. Indeed, I shall. Brilliant. I don't want to do this, thank you. Alright, there we are. Alright, now our marshal, I think, could be better. Oh, I am mistaken. They cannot be better. We have the best there is so far, which is grand old time. And our bishop is also the best for now, but we're most likely going to change Orly or Orla from her position in the future. Alright. Time to wage war and destruction in Ulster. Unite the clans under the one flag of Conaill and under King Wildorid MacAngus. It's a beautiful name. Alright, so let's have a look at what we want to achieve or do. So what I'm thinking is we're gonna have to expand down south and west into Breffni territory, then the Ivania and Iarchonnacht perhaps, because As soon as I unpause this game, I know for a fact that Meath are probably going to ally themselves with someone around here, either the Western Isles Vikings or the Scots or both, or someone else. But we'll have a look. So we may as well unpause and try and replenish our armies, and we'll see who these lads ally themselves with. Okay, perfect. Alliances. More alliances. Wonderful. Yeah. Straight off the bat, they've allied themselves with the Welsh down there and the Duchy of Moray, a massive area of Scotland. As you can see. So we're not going to be invading Meath anytime soon, even though they only have a measly 394 troops as of yet. We could always attempt to murder, but I think that's unrealistic, and we're probably not going to go down that path. So we're going to wait for our troops to replenish a wee bit, and we might as well host a feast when we can, or a hunt, so we can get some prestige. But brilliant! My wife is pregnant already. Grand old time. One of my wives do not like me, however, unfortunately. But what can you do? Maybe after time she'll grow to appreciate my charming personality, you know. Alright, so the Breffni are in a very raidable position for us right now. It looks like Meath is going off to do some raiding or something down south. I don't know. Maybe they're at war already. Yeah, they're being raided by the Argula. And if we pause it for a second, you can see that they've gone off and allied themselves with pretty much everyone in existence. No, but they've allied themselves, of course, with Scotland, Wales, Moray, which is inside Scotland, so he doesn't really need this alliance anymore. And he's also allied himself with the Ivania in Connacht, but that might be a problem, since we might have to invade them at some point or another. Okay, we can call a hunt for 17 quid. I think we're going to hold off on that for now. And we are, I think, however, going to go for some raiding. Hopefully, it will be a successful raid. We're going to throw our armies down into Breffni and see what happens. A battle is to be had, ladies and gentlemen. I hope we win it. And we should. Our champion Failhu killed Mail Martin. Good job, Failhu. Let's have a look at the details of that battle. So Failhu getting the most kills. Good man himself. Gillarus getting 14, and then everyone else actually did pretty well. I'm pretty happy with them. Damn good job, boys. We might then go down into Ivania territory. May go to be strong and wise, my daughter. That's grand. Oh no, it looks like Tuavun is raiding the Ivania territory. Duvda Verin. After who? Her father. I think. Yeah. Fine, I don't. Yeah. It's fine. What's in a name, anyways, hey? Right, with our newly captured 15 quid, let's get into our territory quickly and drop it off, and then we might go and raid Conaill. No, probably not. So, that was some good money and some good prestige there. What about the Argila? Yeah, they look plenty raidable. Yeah, I'm feeling that, you know. And then maybe perhaps the Dalfiatach also. They're currently being raided though, so it doesn't look like it, does it? There's never a quiet moment with my son Whale Breshal or Breshale. Bresale. I don't know. Curious. Good for him. I'm hoping we win this. We should, considering we outnumber them by over half their number. Our champion Owen was wounded by Donegal. That's grand. And I have another daughter. Fina. Sure. I care not. No, I do. It's a nice name. Oh, 1 second. Let me see. Let's put ourselves in charge here. Good man. Cradled by sickness. Fina has become sickly. Right. We'll have to look for a physician. I have no money though. But she is my child, so. Bring me bounteous plunder, yes. Now we have enough money. Good job. We're going to get the most expensive lad we can find because our daughter's life is more important than money, right? Okay, where is there to raid now? It looks like Livania is going into Conaill to raid up. Yeah, being raided. And I don't really feel like going down south or anything, so I think we're going to disband the armies. We got some loot, we got a lot of prestige. So I think we're grand. We're having a grand time. And we may as well, once our armies heal up a wee bit, invade the Breffni. You know, liberate them from their old and unfit to rule king, right? Install a strong, mighty ruler of the Conaill dynasty. Overtaxation causes banditry. What are the penalties for that? Taxes down 20%, I guess, and development growth. Oh, it's not good. For 5 years as well. Suffragan, yeah, whatever. Bishop celebrated. That's grand. What is this woman good at? So she's good at being a marshal, actually. Chivalry. Sure. Actually. Yeah, just assist the ruler for now. All is well within the kingdom of Conaill. our boundaries will expand. Our borders, I mean. I bet we could murder this man if we wished to. Then grab up all his land. But in due time, it is a well-known fact that courtiers will scheme against, or will scheme and plot, but I may be able to use this to my advantage. If I can keep my courtiers suspicious of each other and distracted while with infighting, they will not have the time or resources to scheme against me. I don't really want my courtiers to dislike each other. I think I'll go for court spies, scheme resistance +8. I don't really think anyone's gonna scheme against me anyways, considering I'm not very large at the moment. You can't even see the name of my kingdom if you zoom out. So that's just a indication of how small time we are right now. But grow we shall. We are mighty of heart. In my attempts to align Orla to my interests, I have found an opportunity. I think I could argue that our goals are, in fact, the same. As I dictate my next letter, I emphasize those shared interests, or I try to maintain subtlety. We are 100% going with the bottom one. Alright, let's have a look about invading the Breffni. What claims do they have? He has a claim to a lot of areas. The High Chiefdom of Meath. Interesting. Fail to see why not. Raise the armies. And we can't afford to bring an ally into the war with us. We have plenty of prestige, so we're going to call in the Urvun. We may as well. Help is always welcome. Wonderful. He will join us in this fight for Breffni. The fight to install a true and fit king, whose right to rule is confirmed by God himself. And the Pope. Why not? Let's put myself in charge of this army real quick. There we go. The Breffni have retreated off into the horizon after their humiliating defeat. Let's have a look at the battle details here. So we lost 72 men. They lost 148. We did kill one of their knights. So Murdish was slain in battle by forces loyal to Felku. Cool. Felku himself getting 17 kills. Everyone else doing quite well. Our knights are doing really well, actually, which I'm happy about. And our allies have joined us up in Breffni now. And it looks like Connacht is getting themselves beaten up quite a lot, or quite badly. It's actually quite even, this war, or not the war, but battle here. They're not at war quite yet, but they soon shall be. Kind of want to murder this guy so we can grab his land, but Breffni will do for now. And my allies have left. Where are they wandering off to? Okay, they're going to attack the Breffni army. I hope they win that. I really do. It looks like they will, but only just. Good man yourself, Zervoon. Ah, and we captured the man himself. We could now end the war, but I'm going to continue until I have... Hang on, let's focus with this. In a few days... Okay, so this is from High Chieftain Aid Mac Gormley of Meath, the High King of Ireland himself. In a few days' time, my vile vassal, Chieftain Donegal, Mac Achachan of Meath, will travel through Conaill. If you orchestrate an ambush and capture him, I will reward you generously. If you accept my offer, you will get half of the money now and the other half when you turn over Chieftain Donegal. If he should die in the fray, I will shed no tears, but I will not pay for his corpse. I trust that the words on this parchment will stay between us. I look forward to your reply. From the High King himself. That's not going to happen. I think. I could do that one. Or this deal sounds far too dangerous. So there's 85% that he will believe that we ambushed Chieftain Donegal, or we go with a 55% chance of attempting to capture the man, and we still get 75 gold. I'm going to go with the 75 gold, I think, just because I get 75 gold anyways, and sure, I get another 75 if we win, or if we if that's successful. Brilliant, I capture him. Perfect. The pleasure is all mine. I was wounded in battle. Oh, I lost it. Never mind. So, bless them, the Breffni are really trying with their 75 men to come back and win this, but... I don't see it happening for them. Going to speed it up just a little bit. Perfect. And now we can indeed end the war. We took prisoners. We took money. We took prestige. We took Breffni. Conaill is finally on the world map. I can see it from space. Oh, so beautiful. So the Irvoon definitely helped us out a lot there. In fact, they helped us like a massive amount by capturing the man himself over in the this region here of the Argila. So that was good. Right, so what is our capacity of men? We can now hold 1,000 men. Grand. We have nearly 200 gold. And Meath is still allied to the entirety of Britain. But no, they're allied still with these guys, so it's worrisome. It's also annoying that they're allied to the Livonia, because I kind of wanted to invade these guys. Even so, actually, they don't have many men with which to oppose me, so... Hang on, if I could just murder the man. I have loads of money, so let's see here. Let's see. I can invite a bunch of people by bribing them into my scheme to murder the cur. The dog. Alright, waste some money. Well, not waste. I wouldn't say it's wasting money. I'd say it's spending it intelligently. My son, Irgalach. That's an interesting name. I don't think I like it. Will Owen. That's a good one. So we spent some money. Well worth it though. And now the chance of success in murdering this man is up to 95%. Grand old time. Brilliant. Shouldn't take too long either. In fact, how long will it take? 11 months. Cleaning up. Of course, that abhorrent Albin would cause problems. He fails to take proper precautions when moving around Chieftain Mugron's court, and the chieftain is starting to notice if it is only a matter of time until he is discovered. Traces of someone sneaking about will surely stress Albin out. Needs to take the time to do better. I'm fine with doing that one. It's still a 95% chance of success, so I think we'll be grand. And basically now we're just waiting for this man to be assassinated so we can take his land. He's already weak enough as it is, so when he's assassinated and his baby son takes over, his already extremely low military will kind of half, I think, or it'll get even lower than it is anyways right now, which is perfect for us. So we can move in and seize the man's territory. Sorry, the territory of Vivania. My mouse is going everywhere. How are the Olu doing over here? Nothing much is happening in the eastern side of Ulster. The Dalfiatach and Dalnareda, who are usually fierce rivals, are kind of not doing too much. My scheme is discovered. Curses. It'll still be grand. It's still 95% chance of success, so... Right, we're going to continue down the seducer line. Just because, why not? It shouldn't take too long. We're only 38 years old, so may as well finish it. And this murder scheme is now 50% of the way. In the meantime, we may as well go for a raid, I think. A raid into Conaill. Or even perhaps Meath itself. No, they have too many men for me, I think. We'll head into Ulster, I think. Sounds like a good... Oh, maybe not. There's nothing to raid down there, so... We'll head into Dalfiatach territory. Grab some money, some prestige. Then we might head into the other side of Ireland and go into Western Conaill. A battle. Oh, I was just about to change myself to the leader of this army. Shame, shame. Our champion Failhu named Anvi. Failhu killed Mil Moherga. Let's change myself from Gilrude to me. And it looks as though we have a champion available. Art. I think so, Mr. Art. Welcome to the knighthood of Conaill. And let's have a look at our counselor positions. So, is there anyone we can throw in who's better than Orla? I don't think so. So, no knight bishops for now, it would appear. And it looks as though our murder scheme is almost done with. Bring me bounteous plunder. Yes, I think so. Money is what keeps the world going. And there's certainly no difference with King Waledorid MacAngus. Kill the man, yes. My little friend has done its work well. Chieftain Mugron is dead by the lethal bite of a deadly spider. The spider struck not long after he retired to his chambers, and although guards were called, no one could do a thing to save him. Thankfully, spiders do not talk, so the attack cannot be traced back to me. Brilliant. Let's have a look at Ivania territory. And in fact, their military has gotten stronger under the new sun. But hopefully he takes the time not to ally himself with anyone such as me, so I can quickly go to war with him. That'll be preferable. And I think now is actually a good time to add another unit to our army. So we can go for pikemen perhaps, who have bonuses everywhere, or horsemen, who have bonuses in drylands and in plains, but negative impacts in hills, mountains, and wetlands, which unfortunately we have plenty of in Ireland, so I think we're gonna add some pikemen. Unless we want to add more armored footmen. We're actually at the limit. Okay. We'll add more armored footmen, I think. Let's have a look at the current situation. Let's actually, yes, I forgot to do that. Let's grab some control in Breffni. Brilliant. And after many years of fighting and war, the two kingdoms of Connacht have united as one. Interesting. So, I wouldn't say that the murder scheme backfired, but it certainly hasn't worked out the way I would have liked it to. So another murder scheme may be in call for. Unless, yeah, there's not really any other options to expand east or anything, unless we want to take Argyll territory, but I don't want to take over this region until we capture Meath, which isn't going to happen until this man dies. He is a sinner, interestingly enough. Right, so we're going to start that scheme to murder this child. May as well go about inviting people to join our scheme to murder him. And we can now disband the armies. So we used up quite a bunch of money there. And again, it's at 95% chance of success and secrecy. And I think we might as well look further south to raiding. Chiefess Jaron is pregnant. Can we demand her conversion to insularism? We can indeed. What about all my wives? Brilliant. She doesn't like me, so... oh well. The armies are now at full strength, nearly. In which we can nearly go now and raid Conaill. I wonder, have their areas replenished in gold? No, so it's only this area in Conaill that actually has any raidable territory. Why not? We're at full strength nearly, so raise the raiding parties once more. To war we go, or to raiding we go, and actually there's quite a lot of areas down in southeast Munster and Leinster that have a lot of bounty. And they haven't been raided yet. I do kind of worry though about them. A lot of them are quite strong, except for my ally, who we can't raid even if we wanted to. Gullible wife, I can entirely oh my god, speaking. I can barely contain my glee as I find Chiefess Benvuin, Chieftain Dusna's wife, waiting for me along with a small equipage. If I could get her to help me in my scheme. You sent word that you wanted to see me, my lord. Tell me about your castle. Tell me about your castle. A proposed alliance with the Argila. Are they at war with anyone? No. Can we arrange a marriage? No. To the amicable chieftain Will-Dorad of Tyrconnell, despite our lack of bonds by blood, I believe we both stand to gain from an alliance. Why not? Why not? Why not? They might help us in taking down Meath. Who knows? Who knows? Now, one thing I want to do is to call a hunt to get some prestige. Even though I have plenty, I want more. Prestige is something... Oh, 1 second. Let's put myself in charge here. You're at an activity. Okay, I'm at the feast, so I can't do that. That's grand for now. Oh dear. Oh dear. I'm fine with being wounded. Yeah. So be it. Successful wound treatment. Grand. So I am actually fine. Returning from the wild, we return home in disappointment. Not me. I gain 150 prestige, so I'm a happy man. And my son, Will Martin. Oh, I like that name. Finsnechte. Or Finsnachte. Finsnechte, I think, though, is the way to put it. And we won this battle against Irchanacht. Let's replace this man with myself in command. We all know that an Irish king must lead his armies. Fuilhu doing tremendous work. Doing great things for the army and for the future of Tyrconnell. Alright. Let's take care of my son first. We're going to get him, a military education. To the amicable Chieftain Will Dorrit of Tir Conaill. Who is this? The leader of the Ifalga. Your silver tongue is shining today, Will Paul, because you've got this man to like me. Good job, sir. Bring me bounteous plunder. Or I can gain piety. We'll take pity on the old man. He's 63. He's broken, you know. He is one son. He's one leg. He's wounded. Ah, sure. We're grand. We've spared you this time, Connacht, but next time, no such pity will be given. Let's head down into Ossory, I think, and Leinster, maybe Kildare. Yes, this seems like a good idea. We'll go and grab all of their loot. Assassin! Do it. Kill the Bobby, kill the child. He's no longer a child, actually. He's 17, so he's a child. It seems to have been difficult to get Chieftain Duvna by himself, but once the assassin finally did, he was not long for this world. Thankfully, my involvement in the crime remains unknown. Alright, let's see. Ivania is now truly run by a little boy, a child. And it is ripe for taking by our armies. So, what I think we're going to do is go finish our raids. Ugh. We're getting a lot of attrition if we come up here. Let's go raid Tuavoon, I think. Fuck it. Let's go home. Let's go home. And then to round off the first episode, we will capture the earldom of Ivania, run by the little boy and his sister. And, alright. Disband the men. Off to war we go. We will put down a new rally point. Raise our armies. And expand the borders of the Tir Conaill. The weakness that has plagued my daughter since her birth has finally released its hold on her. Relief washes over me as I see Fina running around with all the other children. Ah, good for her. Only took her 3 years and she's scaly. Ugh. Ah, dear, look at her. Ugh. Me go strong, Fina. Right, so they're going up to siege my capital. Sadly enough. It looks like we'll win our siege before they win theirs. Con. Donegal. Sure. Donegal is a good name. Tidbits from far away. Visiting the local market, a merchant from a faraway land catches me attention. Come closer, my lord. Marvel at treasures never before seen in these lands. I had to blend into the populace to get these beauties out. Truly a harrowing experience. Hmm. Yeah, I don't really know what to do in this one. Threatened merchant, popular opinion. I'll spend the 50 gold. Who cares? I'll gain some stress, but sure. Wonderful, we didn't even have to fight a battle with their armies. So be it. And the mighty northern kingdom of the Conaill expands south into Connacht. And it appears that we are now the largest kingdom in Ireland. So, we still have to take care of Meath. And we have a lot of areas for possible expansion now. Maybe down into Tuvain, Loch Lane, Munster, finishing off Connacht. But the real goal is the High Kingship of Ireland and Kingship of Tara in and around this area. So, all in next episode. A lot of things to do. This was a very intensive episode, I guess. A lot of hefty expansion from our homeland and my homeland in Donegal down into Breffna and then Connacht. We've secured a lot of land for future Conaill expansion and future Conaill glory. So it's a grand out of time. Thank yous for watching the first episode of this series, and I'll see yous in episode 2. As I said, a lot of things to do, a lot of things to contemplate, blah blah blah. So I'll see yous. Thanks for watching.